Hi, it's Richard here from On Demand Education. In this, the second part of our What's New in OPA 12, we're going to look at a particular use case, specifically how we use external data models. In front of me I have version 10 of Oracle Policy Modeling. Those of you who've worked with this version and who've worked with external data models will be familiar with the different menu items that were available in version 10. For example, in the Tools menu, if you were working with Siebel Enterprise CRM, you could download and install a Siebel connector, which included the ability to import Siebel data models. Or, if you were using CRM on demand, you could import data models from this cloud-based CRM. In version 12, both of these static data imports have been removed, and the whole principle of using data models has changed in how it operates. Now let's switch to version 12. First of all, I'm going to create a new project in order to be able to demonstrate some of the new features in relation to how we handle data models. When I create a new project on my local machine, after creating the initial file, if I go to the Project tab, I have new functionality. Specifically, I can specify where is the location of my Oracle Policy Automation hub. The hub is a web-based application where I can upload my policy modeling rule bases and where I can connect to external data sources. So now I'm going to log into my account on the OPA hub that I have installed. The OPA hub is a web-based application that administrators can connect directly to in order, for example, to perform maintenance tasks such as creating users, studying logs. As an end user of the policy modeler, however, I might simply set the location or log into the hub with the appropriate username and password. Connecting to the hub gives me access to a number of other functionalities. For example, I can upload my policy modeling project into the hub to store it as a recorded version. Now that my version has been uploaded, I can see it here in policy modeling, and an administrator or anyone else who connects to the Oracle Policy Modeling hub will be able to see it in the repository. As time goes on, any policy modeling rule base will be trackable here in terms of versions and downloadable copies of the relevant version. Administrators can perform other administrative tasks while they're here. Back in Oracle Policy Modeling, now that I have connected to a hub, I can also make use of the connection capability to obtain data models from external applications. Clicking Mapping Settings, once again I will connect to the hub and I will be offered a choice of whatever external applications have exposed their data model to the OPA hub. The data models that are available have been set up previously in the OPA hub under the Connections icon. Here you can see 3 example connections from external applications. The exact format for how the external application must express its availability are contained in a standard web service definition, which can be downloaded and used by developers to create the correct methods, so that the OPA hub can understand that their external application provides data models. Back in Oracle Policy Modeler, however, all I have to do is select a connection, click OK, and after a brief delay, contact will be established based on the data model that is being exposed by the other application. I will be able to choose which of the exposed entities will be used at the start of the interview. In this case, for example, I have chosen to load an instance of a particular entity called HLS case, and I can confirm what should be done at the end of the interview. Should data be saved, or should I create a new instance of another entity? Now that I have effectively mapped the global entity in Oracle Policy Modeling to an external entity, when I create further entities, such as this one, and I edit it, I will be able to use the mapping feature to make sure that this entity is mapped to one of the child entities from my external data model. Furthermore, when I create new attributes, I will be able to map those attributes to the exposed attributes of the external data model's entity, both for inbound and outbound mapping. Now I can look at my data model in both flat view and normal view, and when I've finished working on my data model and the rest of my rule base, I can return to the Project tab and upload the changes, thereby recording my second version. And in the second version, I will have the mapping settings, the new entity, any containment or reference relationships, and any new attributes. I can add a description to make it clear what the changes are. After I upload the changes, I will see those changes both here and, of course, in the OPA Hub application, here in the repository. Here in the repository, I can see both versions of my data model project with the relevant comments. Should a different user work on the same project, several new features will be enabled. Firstly, should they choose to work on a project by selecting it from the hub list, they will be told that there is already a local working copy. They can either work on the existing local copy or create a new copy, essentially creating a new branch. It will be stored in a different folder. Changes made when they decide to upload to the hub, they will be shown that there are changes, if there are any. Let's make a quick change. When the upload is attempted, you will be shown that this particular entity and this particular containment relationship has been deleted. It's a visual way of checking changes before uploading them. Right-clicking allows us to revert a change if we need to. When we upload the new version, we can see the different versions here, and we can, of course, see them in the hub as well. Although this version control is simplistic and visual, it is a great improvement over the previous version. Until next time, see you soon.